Hello everyone, so my name is Shangur. In this video, I'll solve the second problem of June lunchtime of codechef. So let's start the problem. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I'll be posting videos every time I have something and stuff. Okay, so let's solve the problem. Basically, chef is given the sequence of integers and he want to arrange it like this. Look at my cursor. Increasing, strictly increasing, okay, and then decreasing, strictly decreasing. So what we will do, if we can arrange the sequence of integers like this, then we'll print yes and print the sequence. But if we can't do this, we'll print no. Okay, now input will be like number of test cases. First line will contain the value of n, the number of integers given to the chef. Second line contain n space separated integers. Okay, now here are some constraints. We can look at this, but it's not that useful now in my solution. So basically, we have 5 here, so 5 test cases. First is 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. Basically, I can arrange it. So yes, and 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's under this curve. Look at my cursor. This curve. First increasing, then decreasing. So it's increasing, okay? If again I'm given with this test case 1, 3, 2, 4, then again it can be also decreasing, okay? Because in this curve, increasing and decreasing, I can put all this, okay? Now, next case, I have 1, 10, 10, 10, 10, sorry, 1, 10, 10, 10, 20, 15. I know that if I'll be putting it in increasing order, then I'll have 1, then 10, then again 10, again 10, again 10. Like it's just not strictly increasing, so I can't solve it. So here we have no for this. Okay, and in the next case, I have this set of 5 integers, and not set actually, the sequence of integers, and basically they are just 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So how I can place them? See, I can place them like this: 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So see, it's strictly increasing. So 1, look at my cursor: 1, 2, 3, then strictly decreasing: 2, 1. Okay, so we can solve it. So just yes, and here's our sequence. And lastly, if we have 1, 2, 3, 3, then we can't take it like this. So what's problem with this is 1, 2, 3, 3. So it's this integer is making the ultimate problem, so it can't be arranged in that curve, so it's no. Now I'll tell you my approach with my solution. So my submissions, initially there was some problem, but let's come to the solution. Basically what it says, okay, I'll make sure to provide the link of this solution in the description of video so you may check it out. Here are some templates I used, and here's the actual function solve. Okay, let's reduce the size a bit. Still it's not fitting in the screen. Okay, now it fit. So simply I just make an integer t, declare it, okay, then number of test cases, and then while t minus minus, simply number of test cases. And then what I actually did, I read s means the number of integers, and then I read it, then I declared an array for those integers that I'm gonna read. Okay, and I took this value because it's the biggest value of n given in the constraints. Okay, and this is the for loop I declared above, so it's just this one. Okay, just macro. So it's just a for loop for I from 0 to s minus 1. Okay, so I read all values in this array. I get this sorted. Now what I understand is, first case is if we have duplicate entry at last, because in the sorted array, if I have duplicate entry in the last, then there will not be a peak. There will be a collection of 2 points at the peak, or the duplicate entries we have. So the number of duplicate entries, that will be the number of points in the peak. So if I have second last element equals to last element, then simply print no. Okay, and this is NL means new line, so here it is. Okay, simple. A part of this, okay, I did this. If that's not the case, so come to else body. Okay, I use this boolean. I'll tell you how. Firstly, I checked up to the third last value. Okay, so basically suppose this 3 is my at index s minus 1, then this is at s minus 2, and this is at s minus 3. So I took it like this. So it will come up to s minus 2 actually. So I'll check if s minus 2, sorry, and this is my s minus 2. So because 1 is my s minus 2, I'll check if this is equal to this, then it's totally fine. One of the duplicate entry will be on the increasing side and another duplicate entry will be on decreasing side. Okay, but if there are three consecutive such numbers, then I can't adjust them in the curve. So if that value is equal to next value and that next value is also equals to the very next value, then I can't erase them, so just no and simply the false. Okay, and to come out the loop, to come out of the loop, I just put I equals to s minus 2, so it just come at the last or terminating value. Okay, so this false means I won't be solving it ahead. Okay, so if that's not the case, so it will check if that's true. This means it's not like we have three consecutive integers in the sorted array. So this means we can solve that ultimately. Now to solve that, the actual thing comes. Simply just two cases. I'll check if I have duplicate entry at the peak. If that's the case, then I can't solve it. If I have, like, you remember the example, this, in this when I sort this, I get this. But here we have three duplicate entries, so we can't solve it. So that's why I use this to filter out three consecutive duplicate entries. Okay, so now when a is true, this means I can fit that in my curve. So how I'm gonna put it? Basically, I'll make two sets. First set for increasing integers and second set for decreasing integers. Okay, now I'll use just a pointer on peak, that's just to denote the peak, and second is to traverse through that. Okay, I'm not sure whether I'm using this. Okay, I'm not using this, just leave it. It was just nothing, just shit, so just leave it. Basically if a is true, then I'll print yes. Okay, and then in that sorted array, I'll check if buffer is having this present value. Buffer means the previous value I had in my set. Okay, so if buffer is not equals to the present value, then insert that in first set. Okay, this means if that's the value I'm reading first time while traversing through the array, then I'll have it in my first set. Okay, and I'll store this latest inserted value of set in buffer so that I'll be checking it next time. Okay, every time I'll just do this. If I can't do that, this means if my previous value was same as my current value, then I'll insert it in my second set, the set of decreasing integers. Okay, that will not be decreasing, but in that set I'm storing the integers that I'll be presenting in decreasing order. Okay, and lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'll put my first set as it is. Okay, simple, and every integer separated with space. This is my for loop that I declared above. You can check it out in the code. I'll put the link in the description below. And my second loop is to read the second set in reverse order. Okay, so basically just I is from set to reverse begin. Okay, and I is not equals to set to reverse end. This means just reading it in reverse order. Okay, so just print every value separated with the space and the next line. Okay, let me summarize this again. Basically, I took two cases when it won't be working, and in third case I just solved it. First case, I have two peaks, then I can't solve it. Okay, second case, I have three entries with same values but they are not at peak. In that case I can't solve the value. I can't arrange those integers in that curve. So firstly I just eliminated the duplicate peak values and printed no. Okay, if that doesn't work, so I come to else and check if I have three consecutive values with that are actually duplicate. If that's the case, I'll again print no and leave, putting a equals to false. This means I can't solve it. Okay, but if a is true up to here, then I can solve it. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just print yes firstly, and then I'll traverse through the array. If the previous value I inserted in the loop in the set, actually in the previous value I put in the set is the same as my present value, this means I'm at duplicate entry. So I'll put that duplicate entry in my second set. So basically if buffer is not equals to the present value, this means it's latest entry, so put it in first set. Okay, and now the value I just put in my set is stored in buffer for next time. Okay, but if that is same as buffer, then insert it in second set. Okay, and now print the first set in increasing order and the second set in decreasing order. Simple, and next line. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit longer, but it was a really interesting question. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more such videos. See you next time. Goodbye.